Hi guys, I'm John J. Myers. I'd just like to talk a little bit about what's going on with the party and a little bit of this left-right libertarian stuff. I don't believe that there are left-right libertarians because the answer to our problems is just less government and more freedom. There are people who've called me a left libertarian and there are those who've called me a right libertarian. That just lets me know I must be doing it right. Sorry, correctly. There's a segment of libertarians who believe that we need to appeal to the right, that we need to take stances, the same stances that the Tea Party does on issues like smaller government, lower taxes, more economic freedom. Well, yeah, that's fine, but not while ignoring freedom of choice, the wars, our foreign policy, all the while we'd be putting civil liberties on a back burner. Why? If a candidate campaigned on that platform, you call them a Republican. Obviously, the Republicans don't believe in most of the issues that we talked about, considering we have they presented a $3.6 trillion budget, and the Democrats presented a $3.7 trillion budget. Obviously, they had no concern about fiscal issues, which they say they do, or smaller government, or any of that. But why would a guy get off his couch if a guy sounds exactly like a Republican, with just less chance of winning? That's the problem that we have. At the same time, if you came out and said that there are only issues need to be to focus on gay marriage and ending the wars and ending torture, freedom and equal rights, and all the while ignoring smaller government, those original things are great, But if we're ignoring smaller government, lower taxes, and economic freedom, you'd just be considered a Democrat. Obviously, we're not going to count on the Democrats to end torture or end the wars. Obviously, they're not going to end the wars. All the things you think Democrats are going to do, they're not doing. The two parties are the same. At the top, it's the same. It doesn't matter if it's George Bush or if it's Barack Obama. It doesn't matter. I don't even say the words George Bush and Barack Obama unless someone else brings them up, because it doesn't matter. Our government is the problem. The two parties are the same. I've heard every possible target that people talk about that the LP needs to target: the left, the right, the middle, independent, whatever that is, those who have given up, those who have never been involved. It seems to me that everybody has their pet target they want the LP to focus on. I personally think the first target should be, wait for it, Libertarians. Shocker. Right now, the LP probably has the full participation of about 10% of the people that call themselves Libertarians. Imagine if we could get full participation from all those who call themselves Libertarians. At that point, we would have a base that could really spread a message, one that could build real political campaigns, one with the resources to actually compete. We keep trying to fly when we first need to walk. Walking means to build a sustainable base. So I guess what I'm saying is that these other groups, left, right, middle, are not really the target. People say, well, what is the target? Our message is the target. And we need to make sure that the LP has its act together enough to motivate those people who already believe in the message to participate. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time for everyone. We might as well just vote for the lesser of two evils again, or not vote at all. Now, how this pertains to the national LP, we need to be aware that people are 100%, that there's people that are 100% aligned with the party's message, and they're leaving the party because of a lack of faith, not in the principles, but in the leadership and the organization of the party to maintain that principle. Not to mention the endless debate that we have about who should be our target. Right now, we're standing in a circle targeting each other for elimination. We need a polished, professional political side, one that is ready to take our message to the people. Let them know we are serious. Let us ensure ballot access so we can vote for less government. And we need a radical activist side that is ready to educate and grow so we are ready for more freedom. Both have their places. We need to work together. What we don't need is a group of people sitting around the internet bad-mouthing each other and setting up and attacking those people who are actually out there trying. Because we do have people from both sides that are out there trying. So the question I get asked is, should we shrink the tent? Should it be a very big tent? Should we shrink the tent? To that I say sort of. You can join the party if you don't believe in everything we stand for. Certainly, most people who vote for Republicans and Democrats don't believe in everything they stand for. But you need to understand that these are the things that we do stand for. Love them or hate them. Those who lead or run for office should squeeze nicely into a much smaller tent, but even that tent has room for minarchists and anarchists alike. It is the National LP's job, in as great a way as possible, to popularize liberty. By sending out a strong, consistent libertarian message, they should also assist in getting the states organized, who in turn help the counties, and in the end, it is really the county level where growth is going to occur. From the bottom up, not the top down, which is why it is so important that the National LP has a message that does not turn off the key demographic, Libertarians. Because I can work as hard as I can in this county and get people to come into a room and then have to listen to them say, well, I saw this message on your thing. It didn't sound very libertarian, but luckily, Ron Paul came out and said what he said, and that was libertarian. And we're getting out-libertarianed by Republicans. We can't do that. We need to be strong to the principle and the message. Of course, admittedly, I really like Ron Paul a lot. I think he's a great guy. But I still think that if most people who knew about us would rather vote Libertarian than the other choices, we will never win anyone over when we sacrifice too much of our core message. And in my opinion, that message is the only lure we have. We're not going to win people over telling them, oh, no, we're going to win this time. Oh, no. We have to stick to the message. A simple message that I will explain in the next video.